everybody? It's your boy James from What's Your Forte. As y'all can see, I'm up in the whip, and y'all saw the thumbnail, right? Custom tuning, world's first custom tune G80 manual, right? So the car's not mine, of course. As you guys know, I have a comp. So my homeboy Von B hit me up yesterday and was like, "Hey man, I just got some custom tuning done." I was like, "What?" And he basically was like, "Yeah, I got my DME unlocked, my femto." I know for those who have watched, I already talked about how femto was unlocking the DMEs for the S58s, for the newer BMWs and stuff like that through their process. He was like, "Yeah, I got some custom tuning done by Pure Boost." Because and just a little short story. So me and Von, I met Von probably, I want to say right after I got my car. So around like May-ish time, he had hit me up on Instagram, or I hit him up. I can't remember exactly, but we were just conversating, and then we ended up finding out that we're actually from like the same hometown, and which is very, very rare. Because my hometown is very small. It's a military town. I don't really meet a lot of people out in the wild from my hometown, to be honest with you. And the fact that I met him, and he actually had the same car as me, G80, that was like weird. That was weird for me. I was like, man, like that's really weird. You know what I mean? So basically from there on, he was telling me how he got the tuning done, custom tuning done, and he did just a regular 93 tune, and then they actually threw some E in there as well. So I'm gonna be talking about the numbers, man, and I'm also talking about what he has done to his cars. So Von's actually over in Germany right now. Salute to him and all the service members. My dad was in the military. My brother just retired from the Air Force, 26 years. So the military is deep in my family. So salute to everyone out there serving our country. But so he's over in Germany. So they have, I think he did a custom tune on 98 Ron, and which is like our equivalent to like 93. And then he did an E mixture too. So we'll get into that when I get into the discussing the numbers. So basically what I want to do right now is go over the modifications Von has on his G80 M3. So like I said again, this is a manual G80, and pretty much Von has a mid pipe, down pipe, and a race axle back, all from Ink Customs. He also has a Ink Customs custom intake as well. So his intake, actually, they have the two cones on one side, the two intake pipes on one side. His custom intake's a little different from like the BMS or like the MST intakes. They actually have the two pipes on one side. I put a picture up, the actual two filters on one side. I put a picture up so you guys can actually kind of see it. It's kind of a cool design. I've seen another guy here in the States design an intake like that as well. But he got Ink Custom, did all his work as far as his intake and downpipe and exhaust system, all by Ink Custom. So that's kind of what he has on the car, man. So he also has some custom wheels he had put on the car as well. I think Ink Custom helped him pick out those wheels and stuff too. So Ink Custom over there in Germany, where he's at, has definitely helped him out with the build. He's definitely built a nice spec G80, and respect for him for doing all this on the manual as well too. Cause I know these cars is already a handful to drive. We went to automatic, so driving that in the manual has to be a handful. So he did go JB4 for a brief period of time. Then he decided to take that off. When he took that off, I was just like, he's planning something. But definitely, you can go follow his whole build and everything that he's doing on his channel. I'll be popping it up on the screen, also linking it down below so you guys can check out his channel. He's popping up, he's doing some videos on his car, everything he's doing, so you can follow the build. Definitely go show him some support. So let's go ahead and get into the numbers, what all y'all came here for, right? All right. So on his custom 93 tune that he did with Pure Boost, he was able to put down around 649 pound-feet of torque and around 605, I think he said, horsepower. So that's what he put down on 93 octane. I guess that'll probably end up being like our stage 2, something like that. Stage 2, a little over 600 horse, 650 pound-feet of torque, which is a very respectable number with just a tune on 93. And then we're going to get into the big boy numbers. So then at that point, they went ahead and mixed in some E. So I think he said he did like an E20, E30 blend, if I'm not mistaken. So when he mixed in the E, they ended up putting out some really, really big numbers. So for all my European individuals that may be watching the channel, the final numbers they ended up with was 791 PS and 953 Newton meters. So that is a lot of power on like an E20, E30 blend. And for us US guys that read wheel horsepower and torque, that translates to around, it's not an exact calculation, but that translates to around 675-ish wheel horsepower and around 702 pound-feet of torque, which is a lot, man. So we're talking pretty much almost 700 wheel and 700 torque. Now he did say they were able to get a little bit more numbers, a little bit higher numbers, but the manual transmission, like I said, he is a manual. The clutch wasn't liking it with the higher numbers that he was getting, so they dialed it back for safety reasons down to the number that I just quoted. So because of that, he said that they believe that the comps with the automatic ZF8 will be able to get higher numbers. He said, talking with the tuner over at Pure Boost, that they think the comps will be able to hit 700 wheel with like an E20, E30 blend on his custom tune. That's what he believes. So we're talking 700 wheel, over 700 pound-feet of torque in this car. It's gonna be ridiculous, man. Like, it's gonna be pure ridiculous. And I can't wait for it, to be honest with you. I definitely cannot wait for it. So that's crazy numbers, man. Let me say that again. So 675 horse, 702 pound-feet of torque on, a tune with like E20, E30, and that's not even the most aggressive that you can get, but that's where they stopped at, because his clutch was having some issues with the manual. So these cars are gonna be beasts, man. Anybody that ever doubted these cars, didn't think that they weren't gonna be beasts, I don't know what you was thinking, man. Because you look at like the B58s on like an E50, you give it a high pressure fuel pump, E50, those cars go from like 300 to 500. And I expected it was going to be crazy gains as well on the S58, because it's got double of everything, pretty much that car has as far as like turbos and fuel pumps and stuff like that. So this engine, this car, this platform is a beast, man. And it's a force to be reckoned with. I say so myself. Force to be reckoned with. Definitely want to give a shout out to everyone that was involved in making this happen. Von B, of course, shout out to you. Thank you for sharing this information with me so I can share it with everyone. Definitely go check out his channel. Definitely 89.0 is where they dynoed the car at, where they did where the tuning was taking place and the dyno took place. It was tuned by Pure Boost. It was FH1 was the software that they used, and the DME was unlocked by Femto. So yeah, man, so they did a great job, man. I'm just happy to see these numbers, happy to confirm everything that we all thought that this car was capable of. And this is just the start, man. This is just the start, and this is the manual numbers. The automatic numbers, like they said, should be a little higher because the transmission can take a little bit more. So this car is going to be a monster, man. I may not even need upgraded turbos to hit my goals. My goals of this car was 700 wheel, and now, hearing this, I can get that without even having to upgrade the turbos. Will I probably still do it? I don't know. We'll see. Down the road when that time comes. But just so I won't stress out the stock turbos. Yeah, man, this car is gonna be a beast, man. So, man, this is exciting. It's happening. I've been hearing rumors about a bunch of tuners that are close to OBD flashing for us US folks. So I've been hearing a lot of stuff. But as soon as I hear any information, y'all know I'm going to bring it to y'all. So, yeah, man, this is exciting. This is good news. We're getting close, and then be able to see these numbers is very encouraging, to say the least. If y'all like this video, hit that like button. Thank you for watching. I got some more heat coming for y'all. Next week, I just got something delivered this week. Putting it on next week. We might get a little louder. A little sneak peek. We might get a little louder over here, man. So definitely gonna be putting that on next week, shooting a video, of course, and bringing that to y'all, man. So that's gonna be today's video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. The S58 is a beast. If you didn't know, now you know. But I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.